Good morning. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record-Journal, and welcome to Week 7 of Friday Night Football highlights. And I got to say, I probably should be wearing black today because it's kind of a week of mourning here, at least for the Meriden schools. A rough re-entry yesterday after the bye week. You know, while we had Cheshire and Southington win their games, Class AA, with Cheshire beating Wilbur Cross 37-zip, and Southington defeating East Hartford 41-7. The Meriden schools, they had a tough go of it on Friday. Maloney is up in Newington, and things were looking pretty good for them. Quarterback Angel Arce, second straight game, he throws 5 touchdown passes. Maloney takes a 28-21 lead into the fourth quarter. Newington gets off the mat with 21 unanswered points. Arce throws a 5th touchdown pass to get the Spartans within a touchdown, but Newington able to hold the Spartans off. They win 42-35. That is the first loss for Maloney. They, like Southington and Cheshire, are 5-1, but, you know, the Spartans had really been cruising there at a 5-0 start. They do remain ranked pretty highly, though, in Class L, so we'll see how the Spartans bounce back next week against Hartford Public. Now, as for Platte, they are defeated by Bristol Central, 14-12 at Falcon Field. A very frustrating loss there for the Panthers. We'll get into that. Bottom line is the Panthers are now 3-3, and really they got to win out and hope some other teams fall by the wayside in order to climb up that Class M ladder, which Lyman Hall will be looking to do later on this afternoon when they go down to Notre Dame Fairfield for their game. All right, let's go to the highlights that my man Aaron Flom was so good to shoot on Friday at Falcon Field. We're going to hit the magic space bar, let her rip, coming to you from Falcon Field, and boom, right out of the gate there is Gavin Hickey for Bristol Central, just taking the opening kickoff 96 yards for a touchdown. Rough start for the Panthers, who happened to fumble on their first snap from scrimmage. But they get things right. Here's Anton Santiago holding on to the ball nicely here as he gets upended. This is a scoring drive for the Panthers that ultimately will put them up 7-6 in the first quarter. Blaise Leno rolling out, hits Santiago. Some pivotal plays for Antoine on this scoring drive. Ultimately, Roberto Salas is the man who gets the ball into the end zone, gets down close to the pylon there, and here he extends over the goal line. Boom. 7 points for Platte. They're up 7-6. Central does go ahead 14-7 by halftime. Now here's Platte driving late in the third quarter. Salas gets down to the 1, but Central closes the door. They have to settle for the field goal by Trentinello, who can seriously boot that ball. Problem with this, though, is Platte's still down 14-10. Here's a big play. Block punt. Recovery by Platte. And this puts them at the 10-yard line with about 4 minutes to go, down 14-10. Glittering chance to score. But again, the Panthers just thwarted, frustrated by the Rams. You can see them there corralling Roberto Salas, who had another big game for the Panthers. That was a third down run. Here's Blaise Leno on 4th down, and Blaise is going to take a serious pop here. Right at, you felt that up here, the 1-yard line. And that, my friends, is how essentially the game ended on that 4th down stop. Blaise Leno getting driven out at the 1-yard line. Central's able to run the clock down in the closing seconds, take an intentional safety. Final score, Bristol Central 14, Platte 12. 2 occasions in the second half, Platte got the ball down to the BC 1 and could not score a touchdown. And that, my friends, was kind of the story of the game. Just an incredibly frustrating night. Both Meriden squads, as much as it pains me to say, it took some tough losses yesterday. So all that's left now is to get back at it on Monday, come back next weekend, because, hey, we still got 4 games to play. Of course, the problem with Platte Maloney is they're going to be playing each other on Thanksgiving. But between then and now, they've got to get back to their winning ways. All right, on that note, I'm going to take my leave of you. Aaron, good job as always taking your stills and your video. We'll be back next week. Where am I going to send you, Aaron, next week? You got 6 games next week. I'll tell you where I'm going to send you. All 6. All 6 teams will be in action next week. For now, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record-Journal. Appreciate you tuning in on this Saturday. We'll bring you Athletes of the Week, Week 7, on Wednesday. Until then, be good.